Hi, welcome to Motoring Middle East, and we've got something different for you today. We've got a Suzuki Vitara. I think this is the first time we're reviewing a Suzuki on Motoring Middle East. This is the all-new 2016 model. It is actually slightly smaller than the previous Vitara, and the other thing you will have noticed, it's two-tone. Look at this. It comes in two flavors, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. The two-wheel drive is 67,000 dirhams, and the four-wheel drive is only 72,000 dirhams. For that, you get a 5-door compact family SUV. 1.6 litre engine under there, 4-cylinder of course, 135 horsepower, and it's got a 6-speed automatic. I quite like the look of this thing. I think it's definitely worth a closer look. Let's start by checking out the boot. Here we go. Oh look, all grip. I guess that means 4-wheel drive. Here we go, normal boot handle, quite a big opening, and the floor here, pretty spacious, split folding 60/40 rear seats, little pockets on each side, and this floor in fact can be moved to a lower level and a higher level, so you've got like an underfloor cavity there. Underneath that you have the spare wheel. So all in all, quite practical. I think it's time to see what the rear passenger space is like. There we are. So let's see, 6'2". Let's see if I can get in. The seat is set for me. Yes, I can get in actually, and it's not too bad because they've got a little bit of a scoop here in the seat, so I can actually stretch out. Decent room for my feet as well underneath. Little box here, but really not too much, not even a shoulder rest. Adjustable headrest, that's quite good, but plenty of headroom, so not too bad. 3 could just about fit in here, but I want to see how I fit in the front and how it drives. Let's do that. Right, so here we are, we're inside the Vitara now. I'm joined by Imtishan, and it has a starter button. It's got a starter button in this, look at this.
Bad for 72,000 dirhams, eh?
Here we go. Loads of warning lights come on. Suzuki, in case you forgot what you were in.
Yeah.
And little screen there, little dot matrix type screen in the middle there. Not too funky, but you know, all the essentials are there. Large analog dials are quite handy.
It's quite crisp and clear in terms of information.
Yeah, some nice dials there, like the clock. Slightly stylized clock there, it's quite nice.
It reminds you of Jags, Bentleys.
A bit mini, I would have said, isn't it? Don't you think so? And then you got the pretty standard stereo down here, but I was listening to it on the way here and it was tuned in fine, no problem at all. It's got a CD player in there, and down here we've got AC, climate control in fact, it was absolutely fine. You know, I set it up and off we went, and it was absolutely just as I wanted it. 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifts on the steering wheel here.
Paddle shifts?
Yes, paddle shifts, but more. Terrain system, look at this. It's got a terrain response system.
God, it only has 2 other modes.
Yeah, we don't have much snow here. We've got sport. I think
the snow is actually the mode that puts in
snow mud. All right, so you get snow and mud. So that's quite handy. Then you get a
sport mode.
That's quite cool.
And you can lock the center diffs.
You can lock the center diff locking. That's quite handy.
Well, it is a Suzuki. You know, it has Vitara
and push auto. You just push it and it's just in automatic. Oh, great.
Quite simple.
There you go.
Simple,
drive mode select. A couple of cup holders down here, a little bin.
No armrest, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, but loads of space down here and a USB, so that's quite handy and good place to put your iPhone. So slightly plasticky trim here, but a little bit of material here. Actually, quite nice fake Alcantara type feeling material there. Maybe no, I don't think it is, but anyway. And on the steering we have remotes for the Bluetooth and the telephone. We have cruise control, how do you like that? And we've got remotes for the stereo. This is actually pretty well equipped. Oh, down here we've got the hill descent system, traction off, and fog lights as well. So electric windows all around. This is actually very well equipped for 72,000, isn't it?
Am I right in saying this is the first Hungarian car we ever driven?
Could well be, because this is actually, although it's Suzuki, it's actually made
by Suzuki Magyar, which is Suzuki Hungary. In Headroom in Hungary.
So let's take it for a little drive. 1.6.
I think you put it in manual.
Have I?
Yeah.
I have indeed. I could use the manual paddle shifts.
Ah, but nice and step off for a 1.6.
There you go. Whoa. There you go.
Keep it together.
I like this. It's a perky little engine, isn't it? It gets going.
You wouldn't believe it's a little 1.6. It feels like a 2.4.
It doesn't mind shifting along, does it?
Also, it's a nice free revving character to it.
Does it make any difference if it's in sport? Oh, I see. So the sport actually alters the transmission.
Yeah.
But you know, I drove this here earlier, in fact, and I actually say I did check it around a couple of roundabouts, and it's got surprisingly good feel and weighting from the steering. And as we'll see here, as we'll will demonstrate here. Not at all bad grip. A little bit of body roll as you'd expect.
Little bit.
But the understeer is really controlled, right?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah, there's hardly any understeer at all.
You could
actually.
use slightly stiffer springs, but
Yeah, slightly stiffer. And that was in sports mode. But then, this is meant to be an off-roader, right?
It's not bad though. It's not bad at all. Road noise, suitably okay, muted, I would say.
Yeah, the road noise is alright. The engine's a bit perky,
It's a bit gruff.
Yeah, but but what do you expect? It is an engine working its socks off. And if I floor it and it goes up to its red line, the gearbox will actually let it go all the way up to its red line. Still going. I'm running at 6.5, just over 6, not 6.5, but just over 6. That's when it will change up. So the gearbox, decides, yep, I'll let you do that.
And usually for a small engine, when you pretty much flat-foot it doesn't cut the AC. It is attempted to provide power.
No.
It's still cooling.
No, absolutely. Brakes are good, nice, linear, strong, confidence-inspiring, and
Like
with some feel. And with some feel. I'm actually enjoying this car, to be honest with you. This is actually
But cheap cars are always fun to talk about.
Yeah, but the grippers, look at this. Wow! This is... You know what? Dare I say sporty?
I think you can say, a Vitara, sporty. I don't know, we're in uncharted territory, I think.
We are. This is all very confusing.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've driven a Suzuki, actually. I have driven older Vitaras, and they are very good. But I think this definitely takes it a step forward. One of my favorite Suzukis was, of course, the Swift, which is currently the best-selling Suzuki. But the sales guy, the guy at the dealership was telling me that this will be on par with the Suzuki Swift.
I mean, it's come a long way, Suzuki, because they were a bit lost for a while, but this car feels like they've pretty much figured out what their customers want in simple, honest motoring. Not too fancy, all the frills they need. It feels pretty robust, like it'll last a million years, like a Suzuki should.
Yeah.
But also, for a Japanese car, it's got a distinct character compared to the other Japanese brands.
It does have character, doesn't it?
Despite being a Hungarian car, it feels like a Suzuki.
Yeah.
It feels small, nimble, clever ideas, clever solutions, and not dead in the hands.
No, absolutely not dead in the hands. So what do you reckon? It's got some of this all-terrain system and stuff, and we haven't had a chance to take it off-road, but what's your initial impression? Do you think this will go off-road?
It'll handle off-roading much, much better than...
And you were getting quite geeky over the tyres earlier as well, weren't you?
Well, those are actually what's responsible for this stupendous group. They're Continental Conti Premium Contact 5s, if I remember correctly. They're good. They're good, surprisingly good tires for a car in this class. Like normally you'd get some sort of generic Japanese eco rubbish, but this is actually good quality premium tires, which is why this car is hanging on so gamely. And in the off-road, I don't know how they do off-road, but I imagine they'll handle sand and mucking about in a little bit of dirt. It'll be fine.
I think soft-roading, I think this car definitely feels like it would be up for it.
It'll handle a muddy lane.
Yeah, definitely. I think maybe don't go climbing any dunes, because I don't think it's got that
Well, if you have a long run-up.
Yeah, but I think for Adi stuff, I think it'll be pretty good. I think around there.
The clearance of the front and the back aren't too great, so you'll just bump your nose on things. But you know what? For the price you're paying, what can you complain about?
I think it's very well equipped. I mean, I'm again tall, but I'm and when the sales guy looked at me and said, "Oh, you're a bit tall. The Vitara is a bit small," but actually, I'm perfectly comfortable, and I actually moved the seat forward.
So much. I mean, the seating position is good.
Yeah, very, very good.
I'm not having any aches and pains.
No, this is good. Thumbs up from us, I think, for the Suzuki, for the new 2016.
Unreservedly.
The new 2016 Suzuki Vitara. Well done, guys. Brilliant. Good value, great car. Do go check it out. And do check us out on motoringme.com, and they can find us on
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
And if you're on YouTube, please do subscribe. Tell your friends. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next one.
Like Suzuki, anyway.